Joining us now to discuss what he believes will ultimately defeat the coronavirus pandemic, Newsmax insider Tom Borelli. Tom also has a Ph.D. in biochemistry and molecular biology. Tom, good to see you. And you recently wrote an article saying that the biotechnology industry and drug developing entrepreneurs are going to save the population from COVID-19. Kind of elaborate on that and possibly how long the vaccine would take.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. So this is really the state of play today. There's no doubt about it. The virus was a surprise attack on the world and on the United States, but it really is now woke up the sleeping giant, and I mean the United States. Right now, we have the frontline workers, the doctors, the nurses, the EMTs, the paramedics who are on the front lines fighting. But the reinforcements are coming, and I'm talking about the thousands of biomedical researchers who have spent their lives doing investigations and doing basic research. And now we're about to see the fruits of that labor. They are the reinforcements. One of the first things that will be happening, they're doing right now a lot of clinical trials. They're now trying new and novel ways to develop a vaccine. A vaccine is absolutely the best way to stop an infection. In the old days, they used to do vaccines, they still do, by growing viruses or bacteria and then killing them and then injecting them into people, and then you get the immune response. The new ways that a company, Moderna, is trying, as well as Johnson & Johnson, they're taking the genetic material, just a piece of it, from the virus and putting that into people, where the human cells will take that genetic material and create the antigen or the protein that our immune system will then attack. Those clinical trials are just beginning, and it's very exciting research.
Tom, talking about Johnson & Johnson, I was reading that they plan to begin human clinical trials of COVID-19 vaccine by September. The goal of its first batch is being made available for emergency use by early next year. Is that aggressive? Do they have a shot at that?
Oh, absolutely. I mentioned the company Moderna as well. So both Johnson & Johnson, they have these new novel vaccines that they're creating and developing, and that will take a year. But the good news is we don't necessarily even have to wait for that, because the biomedical industry, the biotechnology companies have been working on fighting viruses for a long time. Look, we had that horrible AIDS epidemic, and they developed a number of antiviral agents that can combat the AIDS virus. Well, now we have new antiviral medicines that they're trying right now. There's a company called Gilead Sciences, and they have something called remdesivir. And it was an agent that they created, antiviral agent, that they tried to use against the Ebola virus. It wasn't very successful, but now they're trying it in clinical trials against the coronavirus.
So with that, coupled with hydroxychloroquine and the Z-Pack concoction, is that something that would hold us over to the vaccine? Is that how that works, if the trials prove that it's working?
Oh, absolutely. And remdesivir is only one. There's a biotechnology company called Regeneron, and they have some really exciting technology. They've actually created mice that can make human antibodies against the coronavirus. And it's just amazing technology. Yeah. And they're trying that technology right now in clinical trials. And the same company has used the same technique. They have a drug, an antibody drug that was made in mice against rheumatoid arthritis to treat the inflammation of rheumatoid arthritis. And they're going to use that drug that has already been approved in clinical trials now against the coronavirus, not against the virus itself, but against the immune reaction that our bodies have when our lungs really are infected with the coronavirus. The immune system overreacts. Right. This drug will take care of that.
Tom, I want to jump in real quick. I have like 30 seconds left, and I'd love to get your thoughts on this. This new 5 to 15-minute FDA test we heard from President Trump yesterday. Can you talk a little bit about that and why it's so important, and just anything else you want to share on it?
Oh, absolutely. Instead of waiting 3 days to get the results of a test, right now, Abbott Labs has this rapid test that actually they've used before with flu and strep. They can now use this to detect the presence of the coronavirus. And this is like a toaster-sized device that you can get results in 5 to 15 minutes. And that's really going to speed the diagnostics. And again, President Trump deserves credit for pushing the FDA to approve such amazing technology so fast.
All right, that's great information from Newsmax Insider. That is Tom Borelli. We appreciate your time and your insight on the show. Tom, thanks so much.
Thank you.